Rules. What a great motto and attitude to have in life. In fact, I bet if we did a poll on some of the most successful people in the world, one of their character traits would be to buck against the trend and make their own rules. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Life is the only game in which the object of the game is to learn the rules. Understanding the game of life and making simple rules for living make a difference. It not only helps you to overcome the obstacles, but also to move ahead and make progress in life. We all have rules we live by. In this video, I am going to share with you 6 rules for life, which have helped me to move ahead and make progress in life. Rule number 1. Never share your secrets with anyone. People tend to share their deepest, darkest secrets with the ones close to them, but that eventually becomes the reason for their destruction. You should never share anything that has the potential of turning your life. You never know when your closest person becomes your worst enemy, and you would be giving a weapon to that person to use in the future when your ties get severed. This fits so well in today's world when everybody tends to lose credibility at some point. People have become so sensitive that they even destroy their entire life's relationships for a single incident or an argument. Rule number 2. Act tough whenever needed. There is a saying, a snake should pretend to be venomous, even when it is not. The world has the habit of crushing the weak and worshiping the strong. So you must act tough and dangerous even when you are not, so that people do not take you lightly or disrespect you. There is a quote, "A swan lives wherever there is water and leaves the place where water dries up." This warns us not to give space to any such person in our life, who is just like that swan, because he would come and go as and when he wants. Harden yourself, quit being all malleable and ductile. People should get the notion that it is dangerous to mess with you, so that they do not stampede on your feelings. Self-respect should be the priority for you, irrespective of what environment you are in. In this time and date, this quote benefits so much when the strong start to encroach on the rights and lives of the weak people. Rule number 3. Do not try to change the people in your life. One must not try to change the people in their life for just to be with them. You should not also change yourself for the sake of someone else in your life, because all of the frustration and dislike towards changing yourself, which will be piled up inside you, will eventually erupt and destroy your bond with any person. You cannot expect someone to be happy, or even yourself to be happy. The harmony created through such acts does not last long and is soon faced with retaliation. Rule number 4. Do not get excessively attached to any person. If you ever get attached to a person, that person will ultimately become your weakness, which would be like a wound that is exposed. Your enemies would know exactly where to strike to let your guard down. Secondly, when you get too attached to others, you start to develop some expectations in return, which eats your relationship like a termite. You can get your heart shattered when the person does not live up to your expectations. The person might become gradually distant from you as they fear that they won't be able to make you happy just because you have set your expectations too high. No relation in this world is permanent. Families may sever ties with you. Friends might get lost in the long battle of life. You would get wary of the materialistic pleasure, and in the end, you will have no one and nothing but you. We are born in this world alone, and we die alone, leaving everything and everyone behind. So it is our sole responsibility to respect our soul first, and then satisfy the emotional needs of somebody else. Rule number 5. Use time wisely. Time plays many roles in our lives. It heals, it mends, and destroys us too. Only time can demonstrate the consequences of your actions if you do not analyze them beforehand. Time does not stop for anyone, and lost time never comes back either. It is this moment that you should seize and own to save yourself from failure, embarrassment, and repent later. If you need to live a meaningful life, a life you do not want to have any regrets about, you need to befriend and respect time. It takes years for your hard work and dedication to show results, but all of it can also be shattered in a snap. Rule number 6. A man is not great by birth, but by his karma. It does not matter what our place of origin is, what our status is, do we have wealth piled up or not, whether we belong to the elite 1% of the population or not. The only thing that matters is your work, your dedication to it. You can manifest anything in your life if you strive relentlessly. Your work defines your worth in this world. Success does not judge you with your possessions and class, but it surely judges you based on whether you deserve it or not. You should not feel small in front of people who have more than you in every aspect of life. Most of the people in this world want to get it easy and continue with their lazy, lethargic attitude and hence lead a plain, simple, and normal life. Know your purpose, know why you came here. You came to this life for a reason. You and your Creator are in an active conspiracy to make this life exactly what you want it to be. You can claim you don't know, and perhaps consciously you don't, you may have forgotten. But like anything stuck on the tip of our tongue, if we care about it, we will remember it. Remember this, you are here for a reason. Find it, own it, and live it.